I'm just starting out on my walk from Nolton Haven, and this is Fiona. And good morning, Fiona.
Good morning, Jim.
And are you here on a holiday?
I am. It's my last day today.
Oh right, so you'll be going home today then?
Yes, we're going to go to Aberystwyth,
Yes.
to the Blue Lagoon, and do some jumping off the cliffs there first, and then drive back to Gloucestershire.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh well, have a nice time. It's a lovely place, this, isn't it?
It is. It's gorgeous. We've been coming down since I was 18 months, so that's many more years than I'm going to tell you about.
All right. Have a good time.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Now. Bye. Having made an early start, I thought I was the only one on the walk, but I've just come across Bill from Stourbridge, and he's doing the coastal path as well, but he's doing it clockwise. So how is it going, Bill?
Yeah, so far very good. So enjoying it. The weather's been good, and the scenery, you can't beat it. So
no, absolutely.
Not much traffic on the walk so far.
Right.
Just in sort of seaside towns, really. So.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's made a big difference now that the kids will be going back to school next week, and the campsites have all gone very quiet.
Yeah, absolutely. It's as I say, it's just very pleasant, really. I've just enjoyed the whole thing so far.
So how long have you been into this then? From
some while. I've been sort of walking long distance paths since probably early 90s. So
right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent.
Enjoying it. So
brilliant.
Yeah.
You started at Tenby. How long ago did you
I started at Amroth.
Amroth, which is the okay. So
yeah, it's the official start of it. And,
how long ago was that then, Bill?
Started last Friday. So yeah.
God, you've got all this way since last Friday. So, that's very encouraging. Yeah. So you must be doing 15-20 miles a day then?
Yeah, well, we're aiming about 20 a day. So
yeah. Oh well, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well done, Bill.
And
I'm glad we met. And,
okay.
I hope the rest of it goes okay. I mean, I've done all the other bit. I just need to tell you that the last bit, as you get to Cardigan, is a 20-mile stretch from Newport.
Right. Okay.
And it's very up and down. So get yourself some extra breakfast and stuff like that before you set off. You're going to need it.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Cheers.
It's Friday the 31st of August, the last day of August, and it was a stark reminder that September's only one day away when I woke up this morning from a very good night's sleep in my fantastic sleeping bag, and as soon as I got out of that, it must have been around about sort of 3 or 4 degrees. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, and even though the weather's like really nice during the day, with no cloud cover, the temperature drops quite dramatically during the night, and I'm sure you all know that. And the major problem being in the camper van this morning was the condensation and just the general cold. and it's something that I'm going to have to address, and something I'm going to have to get used to, and something that I'm going to have to do something about, because this is only just the end of August, and the weather conditions are telling me that it's going to get much colder than this. So I'm going to do some shopping when I get an opportunity and go and buy a generator so that I can use my electric fire, and I'm also going to get a dehumidifier as well, and try and just make the place drier and warmer. I started off this morning at Nolton Haven, where I finished yesterday. I went in the bus back to St David's, drove over to Haverfordwest and parked all night on Morrison's car park, which was very convenient because this morning I had a big mega breakfast, because yesterday after the walk, which was about a 16-mile walk, I felt very hungry, and that's because I didn't really have that much to eat during the day. And even though it went to plan in terms of where I stopped, I could have walked further, but that would have made a little bit of a kind of put pressure on myself to get to the next place ready to catch the bus, and I didn't want to take the risk of missing that bus. And so I stopped at Nolton Haven, and I was there for about an hour and a half waiting for the bus, but fortunately there was a pub right next to the bus stop, and so I only had one pint because I had to drive later on. So this morning I woke up and got myself organised, and I was out and got some petrol at Morrison's as well, sorry, diesel at Morrison's as well, and tonight my plan is to go back to Solver, to the campsite that I stayed on the night before last, where they've got electric hookup. I've got yesterday to edit, I've got today to edit, and so I probably will be doing a shorter walk tomorrow, because doing a 2-day edit is about an 8-hour job, and when you've been walking all day you don't always feel like editing. Certainly last night I didn't, plus the fact that I wasn't on the mains and I didn't want to drain my batteries. Today is similar to yesterday in that I'm going to be just walking as far as I can, and I'll be able to get the bus back again to where I set off from this morning at Nolton Haven, and then I'll go from there. And I'm learning about these buses. Funny enough, I was just talking to a guy called Bill not long ago from Stourbridge, and he's walking the Pembroke coast, and it's only taken him 8 days to get here, which is very encouraging. And he's been walking around about the 16-mile day, which is similar to me, and so I'm hopeful of getting past the Pembrokeshire coast walk in about 8 to 10 days. So I'm very, very, very happy about that. I'm feeling great this morning. It's the first time for a long time that I've set off just wearing my t-shirt, as you can see. Just a t-shirt, no jumpers, nothing, and I've got my waterproofs in the back just to be on the safe side, or if it does turn cooler later. And this is the first time I've set off for a walk like this for weeks. I can't remember the last time. Probably when I was on the Lynn Peninsula, where it was hot, and you know, so I've sort of stripped down for the occasion. I don't want to be overdressed on a really hot day, and it's going great. My toe stood up to yesterday with no problem whatsoever. It's okay. I gave it a bit more treatment and a bit more antiseptic cream last night, and I'm very pleased with that. It's not going to slow me down. So here we go. Well, here I am in an unusual situation where I've met Lisa and Lee, who are actually halfway through eating the breakfast. I've come across this wonderful, looks like almost like a hotel in the middle of nowhere. It's incredible. So you've been doing some walking, Lee. Tell me about what you've been up to.
Well, we spent the last 5 days walking from Fishguard along the Welsh coastal path.
Yes.
So we just arrived here yesterday. Doing a couple of days camping here before going home.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's home?
Home is Leeds now.
Leeds?
We've recently moved.
Oh,
to
it sounds
Leeds.
as if you'd
Yeah.
forgotten there for a minute.
No, well, we're so we spent such a long time living in London actually.
Oh, right.
We just moved
Just up to
in
Leeds.
February. Yeah, so
Oh, so you're not so far away from where I started. Actually, it's only a little bit further along the M62. I started
that's
from,
right.
from Hull. And are you coping with it all okay, Lisa? This walking?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I think the weather's been amazing, and we saw lots of seals and dolphins.
Yes.
Octopuses.
It's magnificent coastline, isn't
it's
it?
beautiful. Yeah.
You know, I keep thinking as I'm walking along about the millions of people who must have walked along these paths over the years, and when you go back to, medieval times, these were probably quite important routes from place to place, and they're completely unspoiled. They're almost as if, there's a few steps being put in, concrete steps and things like that, but generally speaking, it's just as nature gave it its, natural path, isn't it?
It is, and it's a really good path as well.
Yes.
It's pretty much all off road.
Yes.
It's pretty easy walking for the most part.
Yeah.
A bit up and down.
Yeah.
For a couple of days, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I mean, I'm doing such small amounts of driving in terms of, obviously, because I've got my camper van, I'm working a system where I sort of drive the van A to B, then I get a bus back to A, and then I walk from A to B again. But I'm not doing enough driving to actually charge my batteries in my camper van, which is, the ones that I use for my computers and things for broadcasting these films.
Yeah.
And so I have to go onto a campsite now and again to use mains electricity and to charge my batteries up. But it doesn't last long because it's not like as if I'm ploughing up and down the M1 or something like that. And I've forgotten what a motorway looks like. I've been out here for like nearly 6 months now, and I haven't seen a motorway really.
Wow.
And it's lovely to just sort of get away from all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So when are you planning on finishing? You say this is your last day, did you say?
We're here until Sunday, but we're not doing any more walking.
Right.
So,
oh well, fair enough. Having a rest.
we might sort of stroll up and down the beach or something.
Yeah. Well, that's fair enough.
Nothing too much.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's been a real pleasure to meet you, and I'm sorry to interrupt your breakfast there.
That's okay.
But anyway, best of luck to you both.
Oh, thanks very much. Nice to meet you.
Bye bye. Well, I'm not far now from St Bride's Bay, and I'm making quite good progress from Nolton Haven, and I've come across these two lovely people who are from York. And your name, sir?
Graham, Orton,
Graham
and Mary.
and Mary.
Yeah.
So you're just out for a little walk today then, Graham?
Yes, absolutely. The end of the week, our week's holiday here.
Yes.
And we just wanted to take advantage of the weather. Glorious weather.
Yes. I mean, it's turned really nice again for today.
It has,
I know the
absolutely.
wind's blowing. It always does on the top of these cliffs.
But it's not an icy wind, is it?
It isn't an icy wind. No. I mean, I'm down to just like it's the first day
I've
for a
taken
long
my-
time where I'm
yes,
just down
yes.
to a t-shirt.
Yes, I've taken my jumper off.
Yeah.
Yes.
So are you enjoying this?
Oh, it's glorious.
Pembrokeshire coast.
Beautiful.
It's got a reputation for being the toughest walk in the country.
Has it? Oh,
Yes.
right, I didn't know that.
Yes, and there's an awful lot of German people. There's a group of Germans, 2 or 3 different groups of German people. They seem
Right.
to love it here.
Yes, it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
They found out about it.
But on
Yes.
saying that, you know, on this walk I've met people from all over the world, you know. So have you been walkers over the years then? Is it,
We're short walkers, you know. You were in the walking club, weren't we?
Yeah.
At home.
Just
and-
gentle.
yeah.
yes,
About
as we got
8
older.
to 9 miles.
No, well, that's fair enough.
Yes.
I mean, York, you're not far from my stomping ground in Hull. I'm from Hull.
Hull,
so
yes.
I used to spend all my life on York railway station.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yes.
when I was a teenager.
I used to do
watching-
train spotting
Yes,
when I was
yeah,
younger.
Yeah. I think once a train spot, always. I do it. I
Absolutely.
still enjoy
Do you?
train
Yes.
journeys. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
Oh, yes.
It's interesting.
We watched Michael Patillo's train journeys with.
Oh
we
yeah,
love
yeah,
those,
yeah. He does
journeys.
such a good job.
Oh,
of
he
it.
does absolutely.
Yes,
Yes,
fabulous.
he does, Yes.
Well, it's been a pleasure to meet
Yes.
you. Both.
Nice meeting you
Yeah,
too.
thank you very much
Surprise,
indeed.
yes.
And don't forget to tell your grandkids that you're on YouTube.
No,
that'll,
right.
that'll make them laugh.
It will. It will. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Safe
Bye.
journey
Bye.
anyway.
Well, I've just come down the hill to walk into Broadhaven, and I met these lovely people who are just walking up the hill and out and heading for Nolton Haven, which is where I've just come from. And your name's
Martin.
Martin?
And Jean.
Martin and Jean. And where are you from, Martin?
We're from Hertfordshire, a place
Hertfordshire.
called Berkhamsted.
Oh yes, yeah. So you're not that far from like Watford and that direction. Yeah, okay. And so you do a bit of walking, and you know,
Yeah,
nothing too
most
strenuous,
weeks,
but
yeah.
most weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and is the Pembroke coast? I mean, obviously we're on it now. Have
Yeah.
you done other walks in the past?
We've walked this area before, yes. We walk most weeks on a Sunday,
Yes.
so 7 or 8 miles, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
We're staying at a place called St Bride's, which is just along the coast,
Yes, I've heard
which
of
is about, well, it's just on the path, the Pembrokeshire Coast Path.
that. Yes.
Quite pleasant.
So are you taking advantage of this wonderful shuttle bus service?
We haven't really, have we?
Haven't yet, no.
No, it's fantastic actually. I mean, I don't know they're making any money, to be honest with you. There's not that many people on it. I mean, I know we're a little bit late in the season now, and perhaps, you know, in June and July when it was really good weather, it might have
Yeah,
been busier,
yeah.
but you know, there's not many passengers, but nevertheless they keep the system going. It must be heavily subsidised, but it's a good system.
Yeah.
So how long are you here?
We're here till next Wednesday,
Yes.
and then
So,
we're going back home. So.
oh, well, you're going to have good weather until next Wednesday.
looks like it,
The
doesn't
forecast
Yeah.
is a lot better, isn't
Yeah.
it? Well, it's been a pleasure meeting
Yeah,
you both.
and
I don't want to
you.
hold you up
Yeah.
on your
No.
walk. And the best of luck to you, and
Yeah.
thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Yeah.
Bye bye now.
Yeah.
Bye bye. It's 12:30 and I'm just leaving Littlehaven, making my way down towards Marlows, which is my destination. My Fitbit's told me that I've just done 5 miles, which means I've got about 10 miles to go. and I've got 7 hours in which to do that, so I'm quite happy with that. Should make it quite comfortably, but you never know. Some of these walks on paper, you know, you can look at the map and see the hills and stuff and read the map properly, and you can more or less work out what's in front of you, but there's always one or two unexpected surprises. But I've met some very nice people as usual, and it's a lovely day. The wind's a little bit stronger than I anticipated, but it's absolutely fantastic to be walking just without coats and without jumpers and all this kind of stuff in the sunshine again, even though it's nothing like it was in June with the high temperatures. It's still very nice to be walking in the sunshine. And I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. This is just what I'm thinking at the moment. I'm likely to go and on the usual campsite near Solva, where they have excellent internet, and I think that would probably do the trick. And then if I'm into tomorrow morning still editing, then I'll spend the afternoon in Milford Haven and try and track down, because Milford Haven is a bigger city in this part of the world, see what kind of shops they have, like for industrial things, like the kinds of things I need, like a generator and one or two other bits and pieces. And Halfords is the kind of place which is typical to find in a place like that. And the benefit of buying from Halfords is they've got the branches everywhere, all over the country, and so if anything goes wrong, then you can simply take it to the Halfords in the next city or wherever, and it'll still be under guarantee, which will work to my benefit on this walk all the way around the country. So I'm doing okay, just had a nice cup of tea and I'm refreshed and ready to go. And here I am slightly south of Littlehaven, and this is Ralph and this is Agnes, and this Emily, they've only just met. So where are you off to today then, as individuals or together? What's your plan?
We'll go to Newgale today.
Yes.
So yeah, quite a work over there, but I think it will be nice with the coastal path over there.
Yes, absolutely. It's a lovely place actually. It's one really massive, beautiful beach. I walked through there yesterday. And if you're a surfer, it's full of surfers and that kind of thing, but it's a very nice place to walk to, and there's a very nice cafe at the north end you'll find if you're ready for a cup of tea. So whereabouts are you from, Agnes?
I'm from Germany.
From Germany. I've met loads of Germans on this walk. It seems to more Germans than anything else. Whereabouts in Germany?
South of Germany.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's great.
Yeah.
And Ralph, what about yourself? How are you doing on this walk?
I'm alright, I've got very bad blisters, so I've improvised a new shoe here, as you can see.
Oh, good heavens.
But I'm getting okay, I'm over halfway now, so pushing through.
So you started at the very beginning near Tenby and you're heading north?
Yeah, so started in Kilgetty at the train station, and this is day 8 for me, day 7, day 8, something like that.
Well, that's quite encouraging, because I'm going the other way. I was calculating about probably a week to go, and so I'm fairly good. I mean, the walk down the coast from Cardigan, that last part is by far the worst part, to be honest with you. The advantage that you've got though is I was facing a 25 miles an hour wind, and you've got quite a nice breeze behind you, which is certainly helpful.
Hopefully it stays like this.
Yeah, but from Newport to Cardigan is a big slog.
Okay.
But big fit like you can manage that.
We'll see, won't we?
And so have you done a lot of walking over the years then, Ralph?
Yeah, I live abroad, so I get to do walking in various places, but this is probably the longest one I've done for a few years.
Yes. Well, I don't think you could have picked a better one to do this time of year.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. And you, Agnes, is this your first visit here?
Yes, actually. Yeah.
Yes.
First time in Wales, but I really enjoyed.
You're impressed?
Yes.
Well, everybody says that this is without a doubt the toughest walk in Britain. Some say Europe. When I think about the Alps and some of the other places that I've been to, I'm not quite so sure about that. But certainly from you know, the scenery is pretty well breathtaking, and you've got no idea what's around the next corner.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But look, it's been really nice to meet you, and I wish you every success, and that you make it to the end, you know, without any problem, and you'll be able to watch yourself on, if you've got a laptop or something, you'll be able to watch yourself tomorrow night.
Oh, wow.
On this, so tell your friends and share it.
We'll find you, Jim, don't worry.
Okay, thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Jim.
It's been a pleasure meeting you both.
And you.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you very
time.
much. Thank you. So I didn't really get far from Littlehaven without meeting another couple of walkers here. And your name, sir?
Richard.
Richard.
Will.
And Will. And where are you from, Will?
Haverfordwest, so local to the area.
Oh, right. Oh, that's interesting. And
Yeah, same.
it's the same. Okay. To be honest, I've just mentioned to you the only place I've seen there is Morrison's, and I need to go and do some shopping there for a thing like a generator and a dehumidifier. I'm sure there's going to be a Halfords or something.
There
like
is.
that.
There is right by it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's just alongside.
Yeah,
Morrison's.
yeah.
Oh well, thank you for telling that. I was just about to ask you. But so you do walks on the Pembrokeshire coast quite often then, even though you live locally.
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah.
I mean, White Sands is a pretty good spot of ours, isn't it?
Yeah.
Near the Carn.
headland up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking to Rich not so long ago. We did it from St Bride's all the way to Littlehaven, so we're quite familiar with this route anyway.
Yes.
So it's quite a popular thing of ours actually.
Yeah, it's just nice to get out on it. I mean, you know, just because you live by it doesn't mean, I think a lot of people miss what's on their front door sometimes, don't they? So,
I couldn't agree more.
you know, so
I couldn't agree more.
Especially with weather like this.
Yeah,
It's a rarity, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was talking to a guy on Anglesey who worked on building the power station, and he was there for about 5 years, and him and his friends lived in a caravan, and they never went any further than a local pub. And after 40 years, he came back to discover what he'd missed, and he couldn't believe it. He said, I just can't believe what I've missed, you know. But so have you done the Pembrokeshire Coastal Path in its entirety at any point?
Well, I've done most of it.
No, not in its entirety anyway.
Not as a single
No.
track.
No, I mean, I think because I went to school north of the county, so I'm more familiar with the kind of the coast path through it near Dinas and Newport Way.
Yes.
But no, not the whole stretch anyway.
Well, I can thoroughly recommend it.
Yeah.
I mean, the last part from Newport to Cardigan is a bit of a toughie. It's 20 miles, and you know, if you've got the wind behind you, it's okay. But if you're doing it anti-clockwise like I did, you've got the wind in your
You'll
face,
feel that.
and it absolutely wears you out on a distance like that.
Absolutely.
You know. But anyway, guys, it's been very nice meeting you.
nice
Very
meeting
nice,
you.
friendly
It's
people you are, and it's been a pleasure meeting
Yeah.
you. And thank you very much indeed for your time.
No worries.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Bumped into these people as I'm walking along, and your name, sir, is
Paul
Paul
Gilhausen.
And I'm Ann Kimberly.
Anne.
And
And you're from the States now. Whereabouts are you from in the States?
We're outside of Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And is this a kind of an annual thing, doing these holiday walks and things like that?
Well, we've been doing a lot of the long distance walks. We've done coast to coast in England. We've
Yes.
done around Mount Blanc. We've done the Great Western Way in Scotland. And where else? Oh, the Tolo El Camino from France to the ocean.
Wow.
And then a lot in Switzerland and the Dolomites
And throughout the United States, of course, in the national parks.
Oh yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's incredible. That's
Yeah.
really incredible. So when you come over to this country, how long do you come over for?
Well, in this case, we're here to do the whole Pembroke.
Pembroke. Yeah.
Pembrokeshire.
And then as soon as we finish this, then we're catching the plane and we're going to Croatia and do about 8 days of hiking in Croatia.
Wow, that's fantastic. Can I come with you?
Sure, we'd be glad to have you. Yes,
We'll be
and you
with our
bring a
hiking.
band too.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. Well, Croatia is stunning. I did spend some time in Croatia.
Oh, I bet.
There's a place, my favourite place is just north of Split.
Oh,
And,
yes.
Actually, I think that's where we'll be.
Tree,
Yeah.
what was the name of it now? The name's gone. Beautiful market there. But it was a time when we were with some friends and they were on a yacht. And so we sailed up and down the islands and right down the Adriatic, and it was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it. It's like something like Trigos or something similar to that.
No.
So, Anne, you obviously all of your life then you've been avid walkers.
Yes, actually, we've been walking. Even in addition to him, I've done lots of walking before we met.
Yes.
Yes.
And I've been throughout, well, the Inca Trail. I did the Inca Trail.
Ah, right.
And then down New Zealand, I've done the Root Burn and the I didn't do that one. I did the Tongariro.
Milford walk, is it?
I didn't do that one. I have to go back. Yeah.
Right. I know my daughter did it. She said it was stunning. They went up in a helicopter and all that stuff.
I went there, but I didn't hike it.
Yes.
What else? Abel Tasman. Oh, there's so many beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, in the Himalayas, I've been.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is like a walk in the park for you then, isn't it?
Well,
Well, I mean, obviously, with respect, as you get older, it becomes more
That's
difficult.
right.
I do understand
well, let me
that.
tell you, the high altitude hikes may be behind me.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. So how many days has it taken you to get from what where would you?
Amroth.
You started at Amroth.
Is this her 7th day?
Oh, wow.
7th.
I don't know.
A lot of people say 7 or 8. So and these are younger people. So you must be doing a
Well,
sort
how
of
old
10.
do you think we are? Some of these younger people.
No. When I say,
I know what you mean.
yeah. I mean, it's my 70th this year. So
Is that all? You're younger.
Yeah, yes, really. How old are you then?
Well, I'm going a few months away from 80.
Wow. Well, you see, this is people say to me, "Oh, 70, that's fantastic," But I'm going to carry on like this, doing what you're doing. I think it's absolutely wonderful.
Oh yeah, this keeps you
I
young.
met this gentleman. We're not that far north of Little Haven now, and your name is, sir?
Hello, Jim. My name is Stefan.
Stefan, and where are you from, Stefan?
I'm from Cologne, Germany.
Oh, Cologne. That's a lovely place. I like Cologne. Fantastic. And so you're obviously on the Pembroke coast. Are you doing the
Yes,
entire
that's right.
walk?
No, it's called the highlights of the Pembrokeshire
Oh, really?
walk.
Okay.
It's
So where did you start today?
we started at Melrose.
Marlows.
Marlows, yes.
Yes.
And my destination is Little Haven for today.
Well, you're very nearly there. I was telling your girlfriend there's plenty of nice cafes and pubs, and it's a very quaint little place.
Oh, that's nice information. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's got just a small beach. It's not over commercialised like all
Fine.
these places. It's not like the old Victorian seaside resorts. It's very quaint.
That's great.
So you say you're not too far away. So how long has it taken you to get from Marlows, just out of interest?
Oh, 3 hours.
3 hours. Oh, well, that's interesting because that's where I'm heading.
Okay.
And I'm doing the walk anti-clockwise, and
okay.
so the advantage of that is that because everybody else is doing it clockwise, I meet a lot of people, but people tell me that it's the wrong way around to do it because you're facing into wind too far, too often. But I hope you're enjoying England. Is this your first adventure here?
It's my first adventure in Wales.
Yes.
I have been 10 times in Scotland before.
Oh, wow. So,
Walking the West Highland Way 2 years ago.
Yes.
And that's my first holiday in these beautiful Wales here.
It is, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning, isn't it? Absolutely.
Perfect weather to walk.
Yes, it is. It's just right.
That's
been a pleasure to meet you. Thank you very much indeed.
It's my pleasure. Good luck for your walk.
And check yourself out on YouTube.
Okay.
Thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now, I'm not far from St Bride's and I bumped into Kate. So, how's it going, Kate?
Absolutely fantastic. Really enjoying our break here in Pembrokeshire and enjoying the weather and the scenery. And good luck to you, Jim.
Oh, thank you very much. And where are you from, Kate?
From Surrey.
Surrey, okay. So you come up here quite often?
I have done because my daughter was at Swansea University, so we sort of know that area.
So you got familiar with the coastal path then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fabulous, isn't it?
Beautiful, absolutely lovely.
Real pleasure to meet you, Kate.
Yeah, and you. Good
Thank
luck
you
with the
very
rest of your walk.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank
Okay,
you. Bye bye
take care.
now. Bye bye.
Cheers.